put on too much of this, you run the risk of turning into, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West. Hey love, what is up? Thanks for joining me today. My name is Lauren, if you didn't know, and today we are going over some Prada Beauty. I got both the powder and the lip balm. I was about to say lip gloss. No, this is a lip balm. So if you're interested in any of those products, just keep on watching. So I picked up both these products during my Sephora VIB haul when we were getting 20% off a few weeks ago. I will say this packaging, as beautiful as it is indeed a fingerprint magnet. Like, it is like Mission Impossible trying to keep this damn thing clean. Literally every touch to it will leave a mark. So if you're OCD about that, you probably won't like this packaging. But I do like this packaging. I like the mixed metals going on, the silver with gold. It's really pretty. They have the Prada logo on the front. You can see that. And then they also have it on the ridge here, which I also like. This compact does pop out. So in the future, if you wanted to repurchase this product, you can just, you know, pop this out and buy a refill instead of having to buy the whole compact. And inside, here's the powder. It does have a pretty basic just triangle kind of stamped in there. I wish it said Prada too on the inside, but I don't know. Am I asking for too much? I mean, you put it everywhere else on the packaging. Might as well have put it on the inside. And it does come with a pretty decent mirror. My hope is, like, if they come out with blushes or something, they're in like the same size, so you can switch them into this type of compact too. Just in case I don't care to buy this powder in the future. But I will say this powder almost went back to the store because the first time I used this, it was not working out. Well, we'll cross that bridge when I get there though. What is this? This is the Prada Beauty Reset Rebalancing Refillable Setting Powder. This retails for $90. And it comes in one color, 00 Universal, which is described as a transparent shade. And they do have a refill which costs $60. So if you just wanted to pop this out and buy a new refill pan, it's $60. So what is it? It is a setting powder that extends the wear of makeup and delivers an instant mattified soft focus effect on skin while controlling shine all day. Infused with plant-derived squalene, this mattifying makeup setting powder makes the skin feel fresh, confident, and moisturized over time. Its universal green shade applies sheer on the skin and does not leave a white cast or ashy finish. This almost went back to the store. Why? Because the first time I used it, it did leave me ashy. It did leave me with a cast. Not white, but a green one. And I looked very sallow the first time I wore this. I believe my issue was I applied way too much. Not really baking, but I did pack on a lot of powder under my eyes that day. And it looked green. It looked discolored. It didn't look good. It doesn't help that I also have dark circles under my eyes. And I feel like the color green that this is made my dark circles look even worse and more pronounced. Like, this powder was not sitting on my face correctly. Basically, a light layer of this stuff does well. It does make my makeup last longer. It does look smooth, but I will say if you apply too much of this powder, you'll start to look like Shorty from Wicked. I'm so serious. Like, you will start to look green. Yeah, that non-ashy finish is a lie. You literally have to apply this so gingerly, like green doesn't really like come through. I also found that if you do apply too much, spray your face right after you did your powder and it kind of melts in your skin better. If you were one of those people that's using this as a touch-up powder, I would tread carefully with it. Bring your flimsiest, most whimsical brush. I personally like to use this Wayne Gloss brush. This is I think this was a limited edition holiday release, but it's like a little flat petal brush and it's very like soft. And it's dense enough to pick up powder, but it's soft enough where it just like applies everything lightly. I will find a brush that's like flimsy but dense enough to pick up the powder that like it like glides across the face. Another good brush I found to use is something of a tapered like teardrop shape, like this one. I use this to apply my powder all over my face, and I just literally just use light patting motions like this when applying this powder, and that seems to do way better than me packing it on. First time using this powder, and I have on only concealer under my eyes for makeup today. I did use a color corrector. I was going into the office and I just wanted to look less tired, so I put concealer on under my eyes and filled in my brows, and the rest of my face is bare. I did load up my brush and applied it in more of a packing manner this day, and that was a mistake. I did notice a slight light green tinge after I applied it. I did end up spraying my face to melt the powder in better, and about an hour later that light green tinge became more pronounced, and I basically walked around all day still looking tired because my under eye area was green. So lesson learned, don't apply a lot. I know the camera isn't really showing it, but trust me, there was a light green tinge after I first applied this. I wore my makeup for like a solid 7 hours that day, and when I say I wanted to wash my face off so bad, like 2 hours in, because my under eyes looked terrible, I wanted to wash my face real bad. Like, I just wanted to take it off because like it was looking worse than what my under eyes looked like to begin with. So terrible day. Second application, and I have a full face of concealer on. I also did color correct under my eyes, and I'm applying the powder immediately after the concealer. This time I'm just seeing how it acted on the face, and it did just fine. It set my makeup and it did give a matte finish, as you can see. I applied it under my eyes too as well this time, just a light dusting, and I got better results with my under eye area this day, applying it lightly in sweeping motions. There was no green under eyes this day. I will say on the face it did very well. I didn't exacerbate my smile lines. My face looked pretty much the same as when I first applied it, so good job on the face. It's worth mentioning this powder isn't doing anything spectacular. It's not wowing my socks off. It's quite ordinary. All it does is set your makeup and give a matte finish. That's it. It's not blurring your pores. It's not making my skin look super diffused. All it's doing is setting my makeup and giving a matte finish. That's it. Third application, you can see I'm starting off with a very dewy base. I put concealer on all over the face and then sprayed my face with setting spray, and now I'm going in with the powder. This is the face you see in the entirety of the talking portions of this video. I like this application method the best. You can see the powder does take down some of the shine, leaving me with more of a natural finish. And although I placed this powder under the eyes today, and it turned out fine, I think this powder works better for all over the face than it does for under the eye area. It's worth mentioning I did use a color corrector today too, as I was very concerned about the green and the translucent green powder making my dark under eye circles more pronounced. But yeah, spraying my face after concealer, then applying the powder, putting on the remainder of my makeup, and then spraying my face again yielded the best results as far as keeping that green tinge from showing up. I do have dry skin, and all 3 ways I tried this powder, it didn't feel like it was drying at all, and at the end of the day I had the same finish as when I first applied. I will say spraying your face first and then putting down the powder yields more of a natural finish than putting the powder on over top of concealer and then spraying your face, which left me with more of a matte finish. But yeah, that's all 3 methods, and I do like this method the best, and I probably use this going forward as just a face powder. I prefer it on the face more than I do under the eyes. The first time I applied it, I literally took this brush, packed it on the brush, and I literally patted it down like this aggressively. I won't call it baking per se, but I did put a heavy amount of powder, and like I said, it looks so green, it looks sallow. It was not doing me any favors that day, and I kind of did not like this powder, and I was ready to take it back to the store. But the second time I tried it, and today again when I tried it, I applied a lighter application method of it, and it seemed to work better. And again, I found that any like green that was peeking through or trying to come through if I applied too much on my face, the solution was literally just to spray my face with setting spray. And that kind of melted it in, warmed it back up to my face. My recommendation, this powder is okay. You have to be one of those people that do not bake and you do not apply a lot of powder for this to work. It's literally just like a light layer of powder swept across the face gingerly and go about your day. It is fragranced. That's probably another thing I don't like about it, and why I was probably quick to be like, it could go back to the store. I don't mind products having fragrance in it. It doesn't really bother me. I think the thing that bothers me is the type of fragrance. It reminds me of an old lady. And when I say old lady, you know, that old lady in church that would be giving you peppermint out her bag. Yeah, that old lady. Like, it's just like this perfume that they're using for it just smells old lady. The only brand whose fragrance I like that's luxury in it is Dior's, mainly because it reminds me of soap. Like, it just smells fresh and clean. But Prada, Chanel, some others, they just remind me of an old lady. This gives the old lady smell. I wish they had a fragrance-free version. I'm not sure why you need fragrance in your powder, but it doesn't linger very long. After an hour passes, you're not going to notice it. So next up, we have the Prada Beauty Moisturizing Lip Balm. This is what's on my lips today. I will say it's not really doing much. It literally is just a lip balm. This is like glorified Vaseline in a tube. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. The packaging is, again, very sleek. I love this packaging. You also have a Prada logo on the top. It's upside down. It does come in a few different shades. They have a pH balancing one that's blue. If you put it on your lips, it's going to turn to some shade of pink appropriate for your skin tone. I got 000 Universal Clear, which is this green one. I will say this does get messy pretty fast. I noticed I had to wipe it off before I did this video because a little bit of like concealer that was around my mouth got on this bullet and it turned brown. So I did wipe it off with a tissue. So yeah, this will get messy pretty fast. And then they also have 3 that are colored. They have U011 Noisette, U013 Guava, and they have U010 Maple. So there's like 4 colored ones and 1 clear one. I don't know. Those pH balancing things, some of them work, some of them don't. But like, it's basically going to be like a nude color for your lips. So what is this? This is the Prada Beauty Moisturizing Lip Balm. This retails for $50, and like I said, it comes in 5 different options. They also have refills available, but they only have the refills available for just the one I have here and the Astral Pink, which is the pH balancing one. And the refills retail for $40. What is it? A moisturizing lip balm that smooths lips, supports the lip barrier, offers up to 24 hours of lip comfort. Long wearing, has jojoba and bifidus extract. Don't know what that is. This balm moisturizes lips all day and glides on smoothly for a mirrorless on-the-go application. Like I said, this reminds me of like Blistex in a tube and a very fancy elite packaging. I'm not gonna lie, I like the packaging on this. It also does say Prada on the bullet, if I didn't mention that. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up. It's too faint to even like see it probably, but it does say Prada on the bullet. It does feel moisturizing, but it feels like, no, it doesn't feel like Blistex. What does it feel like? I'm not gonna lie, pulling this out my bag and using it makes me feel bougie as hell. I have stepped into my I only use bougie lip balm and lip oils era. It is fragranced. It has the same fragrance as the powder, which I'm not crazy about because like it gets in my mouth. I don't care for the taste. So as much as I love this and as much as I like the packaging and as nourishing as it is making my lips, I can't see myself repurchasing this just because like the taste. Like I wish they wouldn't put fragrance in lip products. Like they do know we eat with this stuff like on our mouths, right? Like why has fragrance got to be in it? I don't know. I wish more luxury products would just stop putting fragrance in their stuff, like especially lip products. I don't mind it in the blush or the highlighters. That's not bothering my mouth up here, but the fragrance in this is bothering my mouth like aggressively. Like I can taste it and I can smell it the whole time I'm talking. Like I can taste it the whole time I'm talking. That's the only downside of this. Do I think anybody should buy this? No, unless you really want to be bougie about a lip balm, because this isn't even a lipstick. This is a lip balm. Unless you want to be really bougie about a lip balm and, you know, pull this out of your bag to like stun on bitches. I bought this because like I'm extra. I'll admit it. I wanted it. I wanted to try it. I've been in like my bougie lip balm, lip oil era right now. Like everything that's in my bag. Like I like the YSL. I like the Dior. Now we can add Prada to the list. But again, the fragrance in here bothers me to the point. And I hate that it's the same as the powder. I wish it would have been more of like a minty or vanilla-y scent. Then I probably could have dealt with it a little bit better because that's what I'm used to smelling on my lip products. From like MAC to Dior has like that peppermint, like Girl Scout cookie thin mint smell going on. That makes more sense. Closer to your mouth, you would want your mouth to smell minty, right? This old lady powdery perfume smell that I'm getting from this lip balm in my mouth like bothers me, and I think that's the only thing that makes me not want to use it. Other than that, the actual product itself is actually hydrating. It works just like you would expect it to. It's a lip balm. My lips don't feel dehydrated. I don't feel the need to reapply it immediately. I've been sitting here for hours. It feels like filming content and it's been wearing just fine. I wouldn't recommend this at all. The powder I can somewhat recommend. This, not so much. Like I don't think anybody should buy this, even though I do love this. I love the packaging. I love how moisturizing it makes my lips feel, but I promise you, you could get the same effects if you went to the store and bought a jar of Vaseline or Blistex. Like it's not even doing anything like miraculous, like adding shine. Like at least lip oils add shine and stuff like that. It's literally just like coating your lips. Like a dude could use this and it wouldn't feel crazy or weird because look at my lips. They're not overly shiny. They're not overly glossy. They just look normal. They feel hydrated. They just look normal. It's very nourishing. It's very hydrating. It's just overpriced. And I mean, you knew it was going to be overpriced. It's Prada. Anyway, tell me, have you tried anything from Prada Beauty? Anything I should probably look at? I mean, it's not much to look at. They have the setting powder, the foundation, which I'm not interested in. No eyeshadow quad that they came out with, not interested in. And I barely use primers anymore, so definitely wasn't interested in that. But setting powders and lip balms, definitely was interested. If they came out with a concealer, I'd be on it. But yeah, tell me if you tried anything from Prada Beauty or anything else I should probably look at from the brand. Appreciate you hanging out. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.